What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dynasty Pylon. This is Wednesday. I'm Brian the Grizzly with Mark. I don't know why my microphone decided to wait that extra second.
Yeah.
Made me upset, but it is what it is. It is what it is. How you feeling, Mark?
Oh, you can change it to the sickly
Oh,
pylon today.
100%. I can't
My
breathe. He
nose
can't
feels like
breathe.
it's ran a marathon today.
Dude, I tried to stop it up. It didn't even matter. I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? Who cares about breathing? That doesn't even matter anymore.
Who cares about breathing when you got trades being rescinded?
Exactly. So of course, the top story is always going to be Maxx Crosby. His trade been rescinded. The Baltimore Ravens woke up in the morning, had the biggest buyer's remorse, and said, "Nah, we good." Basically, I mean, we could say they said that he failed his physical, but how can he pass the physical if he just had surgery in
That's
January?
what I was saying. I was like, he literally barely 8 weeks ago had surgery on a torn meniscus.
And he's actually off his crutches. He got off of crutches last week. So, there's no way that he's behind whatever his agent told he was going to be. So, what they did is they woke up in the morning and they realized they could get Trey Hendrickson for less money, because if you sign Maxx Crosby, you're going to sign him to an extension and making him a higher paid player. There's nothing else you can do. Like, you're looking at him like, this is all we got. So, so they decided to pivot, and within 8 hours, they had a deal with Trey Hendrickson already signed, ready to go.
Well, from what I heard, they'd been talking to him this whole time because their plan was to have both of them.
And with what money?
Who's
$5 million?
I'm just saying that's what I had heard.
I mean, that's a good thing.
They knew they were getting Crosby, and they were talking to Hendrickson because they wanted both.
Yes,
but it wasn't until you rescinded your trade offer for Crosby that you were like, "All right, Hendrickson, we'll give you."
Come on down. But I mean, this thing kind of sends ripples throughout the NFL. There's so many things that are going to have to go on because of this. Look at the Raiders. The Raiders were going on a spending spree. Now, don't get me wrong. They had the deepest pockets in the league, but they went on a spending spree. They were hiring all type of people. They were bringing in everyone they could in to make this team actually a competitive team. If you're going to draft someone Mendoza #1 overall, you need to make sure you have talent around them. So that's exactly what it is. So they signed Jalen Naylor to a 3-year, $35 million.
You have to think that, 2 days ago we traded Crosby. Their whole thinking was, all right, we're going to bring these players in because we have the 1st and the 14th pick.
Mm-hmm.
And we obviously went over getting Mendoza. We kind of have an idea what we're doing with the 14th. So they were doing these moves around that, and now all of a sudden that's not a case anymore.
And they probably could have did more moves because they had more money. So I'm gonna run through it. It says Jalen Naylor, 3-year, $35 million contract, $23 million guaranteed. Tyler Linderbaum, 3 years, $81 million.
Funny you bring him up because a lot of people think that the Ravens saw that. Oh, the Ravens got mad. You took Tyler Linderbaum, so they said we don't want Crosby. You could pay them both.
Good. How about that?
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
So, but he's $60 million guaranteed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then his cap hit on the last year, I want to say, is $21 million. So basically, it's almost like a fully guaranteed contract. That's what, because there's no point of cutting him because you're going to have a cap hit for the exact amount of the money you're going to be paying him for that last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a poison pill. Malcolm Kuntz, they re-signed for 1 year, $11 million deal.
But that being said, they needed to improve their offensive line. So.
Well, I mean, they did.
So why not go out and get the best center in all of football?
Well, yes. So, I mean, Linderbaum will help pressure in the front, in your face. And that's what you got to worry about when you have rookies, right? You worry about them being able to step up, be able to trust the pocket itself. You're teaching them how to do those things. So I understand why you get Linderbaum, and I don't think you pay that much money for him.
Right. And as a rookie quarterback, you're going to have the extra money. So
maybe. But because they also paid, Kuntz, Kwity Paye, and the Kobe Dean from the Eagles. 3 year, 36. Kwity Paye was a deal with $16 million per year.
Do they need Kwity Paye? No, they have Crosby back.
Malcolm Kuntz, they get Kwity Paye. Yeah, that's quite crazy. Not just that though. They signed Quay Walker. You know, like so who could do both, rush the quarterback and play off the ball linebacker. So like I don't know what they're playing.
He's a middle linebacker, though, isn't
Linebacker, but he's definitely played. He's sacked our quarterback more than enough time. And
Yeah.
I hate in Green Bay. So no Quay Walker who can play either way. Taron Johnson, they got Trey for the Buffalo Bills for a 7th rounder. Eric Stokes re-signed for $3 or $30 million deal, and they got Matt Gay. So it seems like they are building a younger team, hoping that they can outlast everybody else and be like the Denver Broncos in 3 years.
I was impressed with both those moves, but I was like, why are you bringing in Matt Gay? I can tell you with personal experience, it's not great.
But they figure indoors, maybe it works a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about the elements too much.
I guess maybe money-wise it makes sense, but I would have stuck with Carlson. That's just my opinion.
Carlson, I agree. And they have money. So even though this whole thing Maxx Crosby deal kind of fell through and he has to come back to the team, they don't have to go against any of those deals that they already have because they had enough money to still bring him back into the fold. That's crazy.
Yeah, but now they have like next to no money now because Crosby.
Well, I mean, and now they have a choice what they're going to do. They're going to bite the poison pill with Maxx Crosby, or are they going to go ahead and trade him away for less value? Because no one in their right mind is going to offer you the same value that they had.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I've heard multiple teams that were calling last night for Maxx Crosby. Just checking up on.
I heard this. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you name some of the 6 teams I've heard? There's 6 teams.
Well,
can you name some?
If I can go by anything from what the comments in Rappaport's thing was, I would have to assume Ryan Poles was probably one of them.
Ryan Poles called him like 15 times.
There was like nothing but Ryan Pole memes in the comment section. To which me and Braden both laughed and we're like, it's not the Steelers, guys.
That's terrible.
TJ Watt, maybe. We believe it.
That you joke, but that does happen a lot. We do have that, but I can see them still signing a 3-4 year deal extension, giving them a couple more money, $32 million, extending it, have a lower cap hit, and then as Montez Sweat goes out, him coming in, that can work. But I've also heard
one of them, are they?
Cowboys are out, but the Eagles called.
Eagles make sense.
Yep. Commanders called.
We did call, even though we signed who knows how many edge rushers today.
Isn't that what you guys do?
That's true.
Isn't that what you guys do when you say,
yeah, I'll still take Crosby.
I don't have any defensive ends, defensive tackles. I want to grab 7 of them. So defensive ends, you grab whatever. The Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots.
Patriots make sense.
And the Detroit Lions.
Which
would be weird, a nightmare.
Which is crazy because I thought, from what I saw until the Patriots today or the Ravens today, was that the Lions were on track to sign Hendrickson.
Yep. But I don't think the Lions they're $8 million apart. The Lions were at $22 million.
They were $8 million apart. Well, they did free up a bunch of cap space by restructuring Goff today.
Yeah. Which probably they would have had a chance to go ahead and re-sign him if this deal didn't already go through. But you heard what he said. What Trey Hendrickson said, I'm going to stay and pat at this money, this amount, and I'm betting on myself that someone's going to come pay it.
But he didn't even get 30.
He got 29, which seems like the right amount for him. I probably would have been at 24 because
I know teams are probably pissed off at us because we set the market for Hendrickson when we gave Awe 4 years, 20 or 4
what
years.
What the hell? Like, F y'all. Like, what are we doing?
Oh.
Our is a $30 million defensive end? $32 million defensive end?
It's only 25. 4 years, 4 years, 100 million.
4 years, I thought it was 123
4 years, 100 million.
I'm going to look at this whole our way up. Well, I actually have it right here. I don't know why I'm looking.
That's why it says 4 years, 100 million, 25 million a season. But you look at like top tier is like, you look at Myles Garrett over here getting like 43. And then below that, you got. Huh?
He deserves it.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm just saying I think middle of the tier edge rushers are going to get 20, 25 million right now.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely middle tier edge rusher. So I mean that works. Speaking of your Commanders, we got to talk about this.
He did show promise at the end of the season once he got traded.
You guys did. So you re-signed Marcus Mariota. Okay.
We did.
Which is good because there's not a lot of backup quarterbacks, and he is probably one of the best
I was
out there.
Okay with that.
Treylon Burks re-signing a 1-year deal up to $4 million.
Apparently, we're on the high track to get Ayuk as well.
Yeah, Ayuk is going to walk there and you get the vet minimum, a 1-year prove deal, and you get a number one receiver for a number one prove deal. So F you again. So
I already heard we pretty much
signing a 3-year, $30 million.
Yep, I saw that today.
Yeah. So
it took a while because I was like, what are we doing? Because all these signings on that first day, I was like, we're supposed to be the most active team, but we have done nothing. And then all of a sudden, after late on the first night, going into the next couple of days, I was like, oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Laramie Tunsil's a 2-year, $60.2 million extension, 52.65 guaranteed. Nick Allegretti, a 2-year deal. Andrew Wiley.
You brought him back, right?
So you re-signed him and you re-signed Wiley.
We brought Wiley back or extended him or did whatever. So.
Galavion Chason's 1-year deal for
I like that
$12 million. That was
a very good showed up in the playoffs for the Patriots, especially.
Which was weird that you did this edge rush. I'm like, okay, so whatever, because you already had Alway. We said it right. Then you
so needed at least 2. That's why I said it was weird when you said we were on that list. I'm not shocked, but
Aminahu, and then Dedrick Wise, you re-signed him, right? So those are 4.
The Chiefs was a first-round pick, right?
Yep.
Dedrick Wise, we're bringing back. I think we had him last year.
Then you got Tim Settle, a 3-year, $24 million.
We left and then came back. Got him.
Yep. Amick Robertson, 2-year, $16 million deal.
Yeah.
Leo Chanel, 3-year, $24.75 million. I like that because I think the linebacker you needed that. I thought that was a good one.
I mean, I'd like to bring Bobby Wagner back at some point, but we'll see.
He wants to see the team. He wants to see the finished product before he does anything. Leo Chanel, look at Leo Chanel.
Wants to come back. It's just a matter if we'll offer it to him.
No, that's a 2-year, $14 million deal, and then you resigned your punter. So that's a lot of freaking moves, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. I don't think I see anyone else that has a list that long.
It just took a minute to get there because I was like, what is happening?
Well, the only team...
none of those are like crazy splash signings. I do feel like they're all fairly solid signings.
Well, I think it's better than what the other team that's signed with you guys.
Some of the people back, but
we got Kadani in the building.
Hey, what up, Kadani?
Since you're here, let's look at your San Francisco team.
Mike Evans.
You
see all the memes? The power station doing this. Waiting for Mike Evans' limbs to show up. Or waiting for Mike Evans' hamstring to show up.
So you got Mike Evans on a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
Viridian Alo signed a 2-year deal worth $12 million with 5.75 guaranteed. Osa, I'm not going to even try his last name because it's Osa, being acquired in the trade with the Dallas Cowboys. Who ever thought Dallas in San Francisco would trade?
A third rounder,
I think. A third-round pick, yep. For a third-round pick.
Got a defensive tackle from the Packers, and then they're like, let's get rid of all our other defensive tackles.
John Weeks, long snapper, and Ed Pinheiro signed a 4-year, $17 million. Eddie Pinheiro? I hate him. So.
Speaking of the 49ers, what do you think of the news that they're willing to listen to offers for Trent Williams?
Makes sense. But I also hear right now that they're negotiating, and it's most likely so they're not going to shop him, and they're most likely are going to come out with some type of deal before this is all said and done. So, but Trent wants to get paid, but they want to kind of temper that. But I'm going to guess that they're going to find some middle ground, and Trent is still going to make $30 million a year.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Dude, I was like, Oding Zua?
There you go. Odiggy Zua.
Yeah. I was like, no, man, that's crazy. But those are good moves by San Francisco. I like Mike Evans, especially because you losing Brandon Ayuk, but are you really losing him because he never played? He didn't play at all last year, so that doesn't hurt you this year.
I think more of anything, it's a better replacement than Juwan Jennings.
Yeah. The question is the power and all that stuff going on, and all that stuff all the injuries that happen, is that going to affect them again this year? Because the talent-wise, they're up there.
My favorite meme was Christian McCaffrey said he just met with new wide receiver Mike Evans, and it shows him like sucking his energy out of him.
He's a Death Eater. Oh my God. That's crazy. Mike Evans is a good signing to me because he brings knowledge and size for offense, and I'm sure him and Kyle Shanahan can figure out the best way to utilize him.
Oh, I'm 100%. Sure. No doubt.
I mean, you're going to have to do something because George Kittle is going to be out for a while.
He's down there somewhere.
Did you guys see that Daniel Jones is trying to get a $50 million 1-year contract with the Colts?
Nope, offering he got 2 years, $50 million. 2 years. $100 million.
2 years.
With incentives.
I think it was 2 years, $80 million contract.
But and then with over $20 million incentives.
Yes, exactly.
Which would net him over $100 million. No, he got it. Not trying.
Can you believe that? Would you ever sign him to that?
What's crazy is I heard Kyler Murray was interested mostly in the Vikings, but he had some interest in the Colts. Apparently, it was not mutual. They were like, "Nah, we'll take Achilles Jones."
Oh please. My God! But 2-year, $88 million a deal that's worth up to $100 million with incentives. It includes a $60 million guarantee.
What I saw about Daniel Jones, he's the new Kirk Cousins.
Hey, he is. You look at the money.
Not very good, but getting that money.
$50 million the first year. $50 million that first year is crazy to me. I don't even know what to say about that. So Kyler Murray is probably going to end up with the Chiefs.
No, I heard Minnesota. He's meeting them tomorrow or something.
Everyone else is going to the Chiefs, so that's why you just assume that.
Although I thought it was hilarious that back-to-back, I got the notification that Kyler Murray officially released, Kirk Cousins officially released, followed by Vikings favorite to get Murray, Vikings favorite to get Cousins.
Yep. I saw the same thing.
I was like, I mean, I did hear O'Connell said 1 to 2 more QBs, but I didn't think it'd be those two.
If you're getting Cousins, I would think the Raiders would want to get Cousins. That's why I would be.
I think so.
You know, someone who can kind of take your young quarterback that can start at the beginning and take your young quarterback and teach the right way.
Mendoza does give me Coles vibes. It'd be a good combination.
You're right. Eddie Pinheiro was probably a good resign because he missed only one kick. A kick was across the bar and bounced off a 64-yarder. It was a 4-year, $10 million up to 17, which I'm sure that it's incentivized. Okay. So, but I still hate Eddie Pinheiro for the double doinks. How many can you have? He keeps on doing it. Every time you count on him, it's a doink. Can't help him.
Ty Fairburn is the highest paid kicker.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good deal too.
Is that like mocking Aubrey? What's going on with Aubrey? Is he a free agent?
Yep.
No one giving him the
no, he's not, because then they signed him for a big contract before.
No, they offered it to him and he said no.
Really?
They offered him $7.5 million to make him the highest paid kicker ever, and he said no. I want 10.
I mean, he could get it.
Well, I mean, yes. If anyone deserves 10, it'd probably be him. But
and it's Dallas.
But Dallas had to restructure like 6 contracts just to get over the cap or under the cap.
Ace says the Chiefs have to do something for quality number 2.
And then they turned around and brought in Rashawn Gary, who is getting paid more than Michael Parsons.
Which is crazy.
Let that sink in.
So you could just held on to Michael Parsons the entire time.
They could have got Gary for free. Instead, they were like, here's a fork, don't cut him.
Rashawn Gary.
And now he's getting paid more than freaking Parsons.
What is his contract looking like?
It's insane.
I saw because we know what the trade was. I'm not even sure what I saw his contract because I thought his average value is lower. So it's a 4-year, $96 million contract extension that was in 2023. And he has until 2027. So his average value is APY is only $24 million. His cap hit this year is $28 million, and his base salary is $18 million. So I think he's about to sign. Didn't he sign the extension? Wasn't it like a $107.5 million extension?
I thought he had just signed one.
No, but that was a while ago. So Rashawn Gary is still going to be fine. Yeah. Yeah, so he's still going to be
sure it's worth it, but not at 30 plus. Okay, you could say almost 40. He's like 37, 38.
So it'll be 34.6 2027.
Oh, he's talking about million, not age.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's worth it, but not at 30 plus anymore. I mean 30 max, because I think he made 28 last year. I think it's business at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's the problem, isn't it? I think what's the Duarte?
Okay.
I think that's the problem, though. I think he's still ranked as the top 3 left tackle in the entire NFL. So
he is.
You have to pay that. If all the left tackles are getting paid more money, Trey Williams wants to get paid.
Speaking of left tackles, we extended Tunsil.
Yeah, that's tough. I had that Larry Tunsil. We had that on that list.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to invest in the O-line in the draft this year. Maybe a guard on the left side, possibly a center, because Brendan is a solid guy. He's been there since 23, but I think we need to get younger there too. Yeah.
Well, we got somebody in 23, unless he was like a free agent brought in 23. You drafted him in 23. He's not old.
Who do you feel like had the best free agency signings?
Like one signing or the best?
Or just overall as a group?
Well, we obviously have the most signings. I think the Raiders are probably 2.
Yep, you guys had 2 good ones.
I feel like you look at what the Chiefs did, at least free agent wise. I mean,
it helped them. It definitely helped them.
Kenneth Walker, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Who do you think?
I was thinking Tennessee. I was looking at Tennessee.
Tennessee's a good one too. Yeah.
I like what they did. They're trying to get competitive overall. I thought the Jets were weird, but it's like most people get a B. Pittsburgh was okay.
The Jets wasn't bad, but then they traded for Geno. So,
which they said I think he's gonna have a bounce back year. I just don't see it.
I don't either. I mean, obviously you want to be optimistic and say things like that, but I think they brought. You know what? They're lying. They brought Geno so they can get the number 1 overall pick. Okay. Arch Manning, here we come.
Let's go. The Arch Manning sweepstakes is.
I'll tell you who had the most perplexing free agencies: the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. Why?
Okay, let's start with this super crowded running back room.
Yeah, they keep on signing.
We're gonna keep Connor. We already got Benson there. We're gonna throw almost $13 million at Al-Jair. Oh, and then we're gonna bring Bam back.
So, but my question is, why did Al-Jair sign with them?
I don't know. I was wondering that too. And then they're like, you know what? We're getting a QB. We're bringing in Gardner Minshew. Oh, and by the way, if someone wants to trade for Jacoby Brissett, he's available.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys really rolling with Gardner Minshew? One leg Gardner Minshew because he tore his ACL at the end of the season?
Hey, maybe it's like this. I don't know. So yeah, but they restructured. That's a good question. Yeah. They got to ask Brock and Bosa to restructure, and that's a thing. I mean, I think they will do it with Warner and Kittle for the last few years.
Well, it's too early to ask Brock to restructure. He just signed his extension. I know you just signed last offseason, but can we restructure?
Yeah. Hey, that happens all the time, though.
It does. But even with Patrick Mahomes, I felt like it was 2 or 3 years.
But Patrick, that's why Patrick signed a $500 million deal, because he could continue to get all his money, and they'll just restructure it and make cap room. So far, I think Tennessee might be building their foundation with the signings they got, plus coaching staff wise. I think Tennessee did a great job.
I'll tell you what,
Pittsburgh did a
good
job.
Hair products for that Tennessee coaching staff is going to be very minimal
because they're all bald. I got
they
you.
are all bald. What are you talking about? Their foundation, all Dabo did was say, "Hey, give me all the available Giants players." Wandale Robinson, come on in.
What do you think about what the Rams did?
I was going to bring up the Rams because
they said, "Hey, Chiefs backfield, all of you guys, come on over
right,
here."
Right. We'll trade for McDuffie and to make him the highest paid corner. Hey,
and then we get Jalen Watson. They said, "Watson, come on down, you whatever you want, Which is probably the two biggest needs they had, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the difference?
The difference really? Higbee to an extension.
They have. So we have Seattle, we have the Rams, and we have San Francisco. They're probably the three best teams in the NFC, and they're all.
But they still have a first-round pick. They have the Falcons' first-round picks, though. That's what makes it freaking scary.
No, they're going. They're going to trade it away. They don't do first-round picks. They're going to find a way to trade it away.
We'll see, but they got like a top 15 pick.
I think Gadani just doesn't want them to be good, and they're going to be good again.
Obviously, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Depends. If they win the Super Bowl, probably. If they don't, he'll probably run it back again.
I could see him win the Super Bowl and walking off into the sunset. I actually am saying this, too. In the AFC, all right, way too early, I'm going Bills, Chiefs again. Bills, Chiefs. You heard it here first. AFC Championship game.
Kelsey's coming back. 1 year, 12
Kelsey, yep. But the fact you got Kenneth K9, the fact that you got Patrick Mahomes, and you got pretty early first-round pick still, too.
Imagine K9 with the Eric Bieniemy offense. Oof.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Well, you saw what Eric Bieniemy did in Chicago last year.
Your guy.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I should have traded for him.
It's my guy. There's my K9. Let's go. I tried to give him to you, but that's all right. Now K9 is going to go the best team.
I have 0 running backs, man.
And I have 7.
No, I have running backs, but they're all backups.
That's true. I was looking at my team today, actually, because we are free agency.
Gainwell signed with the Bucks.
Which might work for you. That might work.
Bucky?
Yeah, okay, man. But he gets hurt. He does get hurt.
And I was like, I guess I can get rid of Sean Tucker. I have 2 and 3 running back options for the Cardinals.
I did see this. Ace said the one thing.
Click it.
Yeah, it's one thing I like about Patrick. He did it. He's always okay to restructure because he wants to win, and he does do that. And that's why they gave him this huge 10-year, $500 million contract, which sounds ridiculous. He $500 million that you offer this guy, but he restructures to be able to pay the people that he really needs to stay around, and that's why they're going to continue to get good. Every year after year, they're going to continue to find a way to be good.
Who gets paid more? Caleb Williams, Jane Daniels.
Caleb.
Or Drake May, I guess, at this point. Throw him in the name because he's on the same year.
I think Caleb's
going to get Nix.
And I want to be this is one of those things you don't want to win, right?
All right.
You don't want to win this thing. But Bo Nix and Sean Payton are arguing, right?
Oh, they already are, yeah.
And they talk about Bo Nix already went ready to go.
Well, here's the only thing. Williams has the bargaining chip that he was the number 1 overall pick in the draft class.
And if the Bears continue to go to the playoffs and they haven't had a playoff team in all this time, he's going to be able to ask for whatever the hell he wants.
First 2 years, we went to the playoffs the same amount of times. Calm down.
But
you know what? Bo Nix has been twice. Bo Nix has been twice.
Bo Nix, his coach hates him, so it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm just saying, Bo Nix has been twice. None of the other quarterbacks in the draft class have.
That is true.
I'll tell you who's not going to be in that conversation is JJ McCarthy.
Man, he's not going to start. Talk around here is that they're going to bring back number 10 and see if he still got any of the left in the tank. I think he will. I think Tyreek will be with you guys very soon. I think it's happening. All right. Kadani says, cause D. Winters and Tatum Bethune did a great job at linebacker. The young guys got a lot of playing time, and they could come back even better next year. I think that it's going to be why historically they build in the draft. I think as good as I just said, San Francisco is a top 3 team in the NFC. The problem is the 2 teams that are in front of them are in the same division. And that's going to haunt them. And I don't see them catching LA or Seattle. I just don't see it. You know, I mean, they'll stay in front of Arizona because what the fuck is Arizona? Sorry, Braden.
The most perplexing. Oh, even Braden doesn't know what to do.
So D Long, young guys, Alfred Collins, and CJ West got experience they needed. But once again, who's better though? You have both those teams in front of you have better defensive lines. They have better linebackers. They're better. That's just unfortunate. You're in a tough situation. A tough style as Nico will be better. I don't know if they're going to trade Renardo Green because he got yelled at by Kyle a couple times during the season for what I don't know. And honestly, another team you got to watch out if they can figure out what the hell to do on offense and can blocks at all is the Texans. That defense is nasty.
It is, but they just get rid of offensive linemen and don't bring them in. So.
I don't understand what the hell they do it. Do you guys think Diggs is going to get another job somewhere? 100%.
I'll tell you, who's had the worst free agency so far? The Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, answer the question first. I'm going to answer. Is Diggs going to get a job somewhere?
Ugh. I'm sure someone will give him a feel out for like a 1-year veteran minimum.
But he did well, so why would he get a 1-year prove-it deal?
Because I think at this point, I feel like it's got to be more of a locker room thing. I don't know.
Okay. Who could the Steelers actually get to start QB for them and make this really work? They look pretty decent offensively right this second. That's a good point. I agree. There's just not a lot of good teams. I mean, and they're talking to. I've heard they talk to the Bears because they come to fleece the Bears all the time, right? So we might as well just come and get Tyson Bagent. You can just fleece us again, and offer nothing and get Tyson Bagent. I don't think he has a strong enough arm to play in Pittsburgh. I think that might be a bad situation. But I also know they like Anthony Richardson could be someone that they can bring in. Do they go old and just bring back the ghost of Kirk Cousins?
I was going to say, I heard Kirk Cousins floating around for the Steelers. And there's still that, and apparently it's not a possibility that Aaron Rodgers could come back.
I know. Can we just put some dirt on?
He still hasn't said what he wants to do. I guess McCarthy came out and doubled down and said Aaron is always welcome here. So
of course, what else will he say? Because if they'll end up with nobody.
They got Pittman. They got both Martin receivers now, Pittman and DK.
Do they draft somebody?
Is Pittman not almost a similar receiver as DK? I don't understand that trade.
I love the Steelers with
I like how it gives them a second receiver, but
I think that they did really well. I thought that the offense looks really good. The Bengals are in shambles. The Browns are still the Browns. And when you look at the Steelers, if they lose Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Michael Pittman Jr. is a great possession receiver, right? To go with DK and his craziness. I think that looks. I like what's his name? Jamal Dean. I'm trying to look what else they signed. They signed Rico Dowdle, right? Because they have all this problems. All those problems that we're having at running back. Jamal Dean. They signed 3-year, $36 million. I think that's pretty good.
Do you not believe in Caleb Johnson?
I don't know what it is about him. Something's wrong with Caleb. I don't know. It's not working there. I don't know what it is. But towards the end of the season, you start to see glimpses of talent. But is he working hard? I don't know. Is that the problem?
Because it just seemed like they leaned on Kenneth Gainwell a lot.
Mm-hmm. They did. I mean, the Steelers still have a lot of running backs in that room, right? So I don't know. I sent a message before the D Winters message. Did I miss it? Or Did Mark miss it?
Maybe.
Got thrown under the bus.
This one? Ooh.
Yep. I mean, they're doing moves like John Lynch ain't doing, so I can't be mad at them. But to me, I think Lynch is looking at the guys who had to fill in and say he's saying another year of development. But that's going to be the problem. You're going to be waiting another year. And I don't know how long Christian McCaffrey can keep this up. And then, yeah. So Diggs had 1,000 yards. So some team is going to want him. I mean, somebody has to need 1,000-yard receiver who was never going to be happy ever, right?
All right.
I mean, all worries that he always go to the Jets. They're always looking for terrible people. You know, that's all they do. They play Madden. They play Madden. They're just gonna say, "Hey, come on down."
Maybe the Raiders.
Raiders could go, yeah, but you know, they're still looking for a real number one. He'll ruin your team, but if you don't have much team to ruin, but do you want to deal with that with a young quarterback?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah.
What other things? So,
another thing with the Cardinals, another position that they didn't really need help with, but let's throw money at Bourne.
Yeah, they don't have enough receivers, so they say, whatever.
I mean, I know he was like Randy Moss for that one game with Mac Jones, but
what about the Dolphins? What do you think about that? I think Jameis Winston can go to Pittsburgh right now and win a Super Bowl. He still has a strong arm. I don't think Jameis was ever going to win a Super Bowl.
He could go to Pittsburgh. You're right. I don't think he won a Super Bowl.
I think he's talented. I always would love Jameis Winston, but Jameis is going to be Jameis. You know, he's going to give you as much like risk as reward. Always. That's just who Jameis is. You know?
He was just on some podcast, and that dude had me rolling.
I think he's going to be an unbelievable.
They were asking him, and he goes, "Dude, I threw a touchdown on my first ever NFL pass. How many people can say that?" And they all looked at him, and he goes, "Yeah, it was a pick six, but it was still a touchdown on my first NFL pass."
He's going to give you 30 touchdowns. Exactly, Ace. Exactly. He said he's going to give you 30 touchdowns and 29 interceptions.
I was dying.
Always.
I was like, this guy is hilarious.
He's going to be such a great talent. I can't wait to him to start calling football games. His personality is A1. That's good. He says, yeah, because CMC is 30 plus Kittle. He's not even going to play unless they make it to the playoffs. They have to get younger, and that's why it's going to be not this season, but next season to get youth. Well, they should get youth now and get them some playing time, but they're going to still win 8 to 9 games because that's just what you have. But do you get tired of Kyle? Do you see San Francisco getting tired of Kyle?
No. If anybody else was the head coach last year, they won 4 games.
Oh, I don't think there's a doubt that Kyle's a great coach, not just a good. I'm saying like top 5 coach. But you know how some teams are
borderline say he kind of got robbed. I feel like he should have been coach of the year.
No, it got to go to the team who made it to the Super Bowl. They got to go to the team that went to the Super Bowl.
I could have made it to the Super Bowl coaching against that easy of a skill.
Because I honestly think that the New England Patriots are going to have a better year this year, next year, and win less games. Be a better team, win less games, but be a better team. I can see them easily being 11-6, 10-17. You know, but be much better than they were last year. Because to me, I think CMC might be a tweener. I think he's be that motion guy who does jet sweeps and short routes at some areas, carries because here and there because he used them elsewhere to do the run game workload. But yeah, you hope it B-Rob gets the ball.
Not me. I don't have him anymore.
To extend his career, so to speak. I mean, to me, at least, my point of view is like Kyle. I think the past season was an indicator for a lot of fans, and not only him, but with John Lynch as a good tandem. I still think Kyle Shanahan is a top 5 coach in the NFL. But
let's put it this way to answer your question. I don't think they should get rid of him, but it could be one of those things where they're like, we need
a new voice,
something fresh, something new, because this is here, it's happening.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where and then immediately Kyle Shanahan becomes the very best coach of it.
Yep.
Kind of like, John Harbaugh.
Do you think John Harbaugh does it in Giants?
I hope not.
What is your feeling, Phil? What do you think?
I think it's possible. I don't think it'll be this year.
I think they're going to be.
Goes, I guess. But
I think they win 7 to 8 games this year, and surprise a lot of people.
I think they could win 7, maybe even 8. But as long as neither of those are against my team, I'm fine with that.
It's a good question right here. Any chance Crosby lands in Carolina? There's a reason why I'll say no, but I want to hear what Mark says first.
Do they even have cap space?
Because of all that damn money they just spent.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was like, Phillips, a 4-year, $120 million.
Oh, yeah, they got Jalen Phillips, right?
Yeah. 4-year, $120 million for Jalen Phillips, who can't even be healthy. I thought that was nuts.
Yeah.
He's talented. He's super talented. Explosive, and when he's on the field, he's a difference maker. But I don't know if you can spend that much money and then go on the other side of the end and say, "Hey, Maxx, you want the same amount of money?" That's because that's what you have to pay him. He's at 29.5 right now. So and he's not taking less money. So you will have basically, a third of your cap. No, more than a third of your cap and 2 guys. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's approaching, Bengals offensive numbers right there.
Oh, poor Joe Burrow. He needs to leave. He needs to leave for real.
Oh, did you see the memes that said the doctor doing Maxx Crosby's physical? That was Joe Burrow. Sorry, he's not healthy.
That's funny. Oh, if he knew that means Trey Hendrickson was going to sign somewhere else, he probably would change his mind. It'll be nice. Don't get me wrong, to win those 2 Super Bowls in the past, but if he gets a ring in the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, and in those years gets to the playoffs, he'll be coached for life, to speak. San Francisco doesn't like just, jumping from coach to coach to coach. They don't. They give you guys give time, but he's going to have to win one. He's never won it. He can't continue to be a bridesmaid.
I think he's also the longest tenured head coach now. Because Harbaugh and Tomlin left.
Yeah, you might be right. I can't think of anyone who's been there. Is McVay longer than him?
I don't. Maybe. If anybody, it'd be McVay. But...
the answer is probably Andy Reid.
Oh, duh. Sorry, Andy Reid.
But then after Andy Reid, I got to look it up. I'm going to guess it's Sean McVay. Let me see. All right, here is the list. Andy Reid is first. Andy Reid, because 2013, that's 13 plus
Sean
years.
McVay, Kyle Shanahan.
But
that's only because Sean McVay got hired slightly before Kyle Shanahan that year.
They've both been 9+ years.
Yep.
And then Matt LaFleur is 7+, and then Zach Taylor.
Yep.
Well, Zach Taylor.
Right here, it says Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, follow him with 9 years apiece.
Wow.
But I think McVay was hired first. Like his press conference or whatever happened
2 weeks before.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot about Andy Reid. That was stupid.
All right, so see, the story says that the Ravens GM's gutted that the Crosby deal didn't go through. Could he say anything else? I'm so sad that I had to do it was best for my team. I'm so sorry, Maxx. It's just so sad. It's my fault. Could he say anything else though? I can't think of anything else he could have said. So
what is this nonsense?
What, you got something else?
I was looking at longest tenured head coaches in the history of the NFL, and for some reason,
Tom Landry's number one.
Tied.
Really?
For number one.
Lambeau?
Yep. That's it. Curly Lambeau.
And then who's third? Is it Don
years.
Shula or is it Papa Bear?
Don Shula. The 26 is third.
And then who's after that? That's it.
Well, it should be easy. The most recent guy that'd be on the list.
That'll be Bill.
Bill Belichick.
Okay.
And then
you got anyone else?
Tied for fourth would be Chuck Noll.
Chuck yeah. Chuck
Steelers.
Noll, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then apparently he's tied with some guy named Steve Owen, who coached the Giants for 23 years from 1931 to 1953.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember that shit.
Nope. Me either. But what are the chances? The tied for longest tenured head coaches would be my least favorite team and your least favorite.
Because I hate Lambeau, so I know. It's like, fucking, what's his name? Like Curly.
Yeah, you said Landry first. What the heck? This guy.
Oh, damn. That kind of hurts my feelings. How you going to forget about Big Red? Yeah, dude. Everyone loves Andy Reid. He's awesome, but Andy Reid is because he's also there forever with Philadelphia. Andy Reid is just one of those guys you just don't get rid of.
Yeah, well, the Eagles did eventually.
Yeah, well, I think it was a lot more of the family that had to do with.
But that was the same thing, though, where it was like, yeah, you're great, you've been amazing, but like, you haven't got.
We can't go to the NFC Championship game 7 years straight.
Super Bowl one. Hey, you got to the Super Bowl once.
Once, yeah. But he was in the NFC Championship game year in, year out. Kadani says, and keep in mind what happens to him last year happened in 2017 when he first started. Same thing with the 18-19 with the Super Bowl, and the 2021 injuries, 2022, 2023 NFC title game at Super Bowl in the past 2 years injuries. Yeah, but do you think you have the team for that? So like, it's not like he's had guys consistently year in year out, but if the last theater happens again, last year things happen again, then I will believe the power station's conspiracy theory. Dude, it has to be what's going on. Kadani, that has to be what's going on, right?
If you look at how many more like muscle and ligament injuries the 49ers have compared to anybody else, it is astronomically higher. Like, it is insane how much higher it is.
That's so stupid.
And I'm not saying the power substation thing is real, but like something's happening.
It just seems too coincidental at this point.
Right.
All right. Before we get out of here, I want to ask you a couple questions. I'm going to give you 5 names and you tell me what team they signed with. All right, here we go.
Hey, my one thing that I said I'd be the most shocked, and now I'm the most shocked, is Trey Hendrickson did not sign in the NFC East.
Yep, you did say that.
To be fair, it's all the Cowboys' fault. They should have signed him, but instead they got Rashawn Gary. Weird.
What you understand? I understand why they did that. All right.
You said Rashawn Gary was $28 million. For $1 more million, they could have had Trey Hendrickson.
That's true, but Rashawn Gary's younger, isn't he?
By what, 2?
Because Rashawn Gary's 28?
That's what I said, by 2-3 years.
And Trey Hendrickson's 31, about to be 32.
But
so I mean, 3 years, but
issues and consistency.
He does.
Trey Hendrickson, when he plays, has only just been Mr. Consistency. I think he's had the most sacks.
He doesn't play the run at all.
Yeah.
I mean, not even a little bit.
Does Rashawn Gary play the run?
Better than him.
I think Myles Garrett's the only one who plays the run, and
well, just because he's the greatest one ever, you know. So what you think? Come on.
Did you see the one thing? I think it might have been Parsons' podcast. He had Garrett on there, and the two of them were going back and forth.
Yep.
Because he was like saying, like, who do you think the best like defensive lineman in the NFL is? And Myles Garrett was like, "Are you what? Did you not see what I did?" And he's like, and Parsons was like, "No, I saw," but he's like, "And I play the run, and I do that." Like he just starts spitting out all these things, and I was like, "Oh shit, Myles Garrett knows what Myles Garrett does." Now if he just learned to not drive so fast.
You know what? We should just have a separate speed limit for Myles Garrett. Let's let it be that way.
Well, he has more speeding tickets than he does years played in the NFL, so
that's all right. He has more sacks than he has speeding tickets.
I don't know how he has a freaking license still.
All right. So where do you have Kyler Murray going?
The obvious choice, the easy choice would be Minnesota.
Okay. All right.
I'll go with
what about Brisker? Where do you have Brisker signing?
He's still a free agent?
He's still a free agent. Yes, he is.
I mean, I would like him to go to the Commanders. That's still a need. I don't know what we're doing at safety.
He's looking for a big payday. I think that's the problem right now.
The two biggest needs, I think, that are left. Well, three biggest needs, because I don't know what we're doing at center, because we let our starting center go. But we need center, safety, running back.
Yeah.
Because Chris Rodriguez signed with somebody today. Didn't even know he's a free agent.
Neither did I. I didn't even know it, but whatever.
I'll do the homework. Okay. Commanders.
Okay, Commanders with that one. All right. Well, about.
And then I guess I'll have to keep him and not cut him because I'm not going to get rid of good Commander safety.
All right. What about Maxx Crosby?
I think he stays in Las Vegas.
I think he stays in Las Vegas too. I know that sounds weird. I think he
kind of wanted out, but I think now because he even said like all the reports are saying he's just focused on his recovery and just suiting up for the Raiders at this point, unless something happens. But I honestly think it has nothing to do with Crosby. It has to do more with the Raiders not getting their asking price.
I think that's exactly.
Ain't no one gonna lose their mind and give them 2 firsts now.
Well, no, I think that a team might be willing to go ahead and give him a second this year and maybe a first next year, or a contingent first. Maybe it's a second this year, a second next year. But if he plays all the games, it doesn't get hurt from his knee injury, it goes to a first round pick, something like that.
Draft pick.
Yeah, well, that's what he likes doing.
Next one's AJ Brown.
So where does AJ Brown play next year?
I know they just got Romeo Doubs, but I still think something happens. He goes to
New England.
As far as I heard, they're the only team consistently been in contact with the Eagles.
Okay. What about Taylor Decker, Detroit, left tackle?
Oh, that's right. They let him go. He asked for his release.
And no one picked him up yet.
Who needs a left tackle?
That's the question. My initial thoughts were he was going to sign with Chicago.
Yeah, I was going to say you need a left tackle, don't you?
That was my first
thought. Oh, no, you brought yours back.
But for only $5 million. It's only $5 million. So he's there as a safety plan, you know.
I was going to say, you brought your left tackle back.
But I think, if I'm correct, that
I know they have to pay Crosby now, but I mean, the Raiders could have been a good spot for him. I know they need offensive line.
They need whatever the hell they could get.
Imagine being able to get like a pretty good left tackle to go with Linderbaum and something. Genti fans will be happy. Or Genti owners will be happy.
I think that's all. Only one I want to ask is Stephon Diggs.
I don't know where he goes, but he might be one of those guys that stays unsigned going into preseason.
Okay.
And then if
someone who has an injury
gets hurt and they feel like they have a team that can compete and they like, oh, we need a receiver. And then boom, bring in Diggs.
You know what would be funny? The funniest thing I would love to see. I want to see AJ Brown traded away from the Eagles, right? And then I want them to sign Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, do it.
That would be
beat him from within.
Hilarious.
Get rid of AJ Brown just to bring in AJ Brown.
Exactly. Oh, that would be great.
Not as paid as much AJ Brown.
Exactly. Someone you could cut AJ Brown still. Okay. All right. Well, that is all we got for tonight, guys. Went through all this free agency stuff. I think we're still going to have a lot more things happening. I would not be surprised if we get some crazy deals. We'll check it out on Sunday on the Morning Spike. We'll talk to you guys about all those things, and then we'll take a look at the combine and start to get our people in order where we should be ranking our offensive linemen, where should we be ranking our linebackers, our edge rushers, things of that sort. And do we get 2 running backs drafted in the first round? We'll have to talk about all that stuff.
5 weeks from the draft.
Dude, it's coming so fast.
Yo.
NFL, let's do this. I'm so happy
Jeremiah
for that.
Love. Oh, sorry.
Dude, I don't need you to get Jeremiah Love because because
all
of a sudden,
unless the Titans, who are at 4, draft him, I'm telling you, we're getting him.
Okay. All right, we'll see that. Maybe we can make a bet. We'll do a bet. Even though I have no.
Everybody
reason.
else that's before. I mean, the Raiders are getting Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
Jets have Breece Hall.
Yep, but they're trying to get rid of him.
Cardinals already have 15 running backs. They don't need
That's
another
true.
one.
They do have 15 running backs.
Then you got the Titans, who I'm worried about. Although I prefer they didn't because I also had Tony Pollard. So
yeah, but I can see them definitely drafting them. The Titans.
I know, unfortunately. Who's 5th? I know who 6th is, and then we're 7th. All I know is something is up. Kansas City knows something. That's why they signed Kenneth Walker. Because they knew Jeremiah Love wasn't falling to them.
So it's the Raiders, the Jets, the Cardinals, the Titans, the Giants.
Giants don't need them. They got Scatterboot. And
You
Singletary. And
no, you think Scatterboot's going to stop him against Jeremiah Love? No,
I've actually, every mock draft I've seen, especially since Harbaugh's taken over, has them taking Caleb Downs.
All right, okay.
Because that's his Kyle Hamilton.
Okay. I would.
And then the Browns have Keyshawn Junkins.
Yep.
And they have way pressing needs.
They have the entire team.
Like left tackle out of Miami needs.
But would you be surprised if someone like the Titans or Giants traded down and someone jumped in front of you?
To get one of those superb defensive players? Absolutely.
not Love, huh? Okay. All right. Okay.
Let me have Jeremiah Love. Okay. I've never wanted to draft a running back this high in my life. Okay.
That's good. I like it.
But
all right, guys.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Don't let him drink the Kool-Aid too much. Don't let him tell you the Commanders will get Jeremiah Love, even though they have a good chance. We'll see. But we'll see you guys on Sunday, back again on the Morning Spike. Till then, we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Yep. Later, guys.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.